Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Karla Vianel, and I would be sharing with you the 5 unhealthy habits that I quit to get fit. So I definitely want to share with you the things that I had to do in order to really change my daily routine and just make healthier decisions overall to help me to get where I am today. There are 5 things that I had to let go of, and I for sure had to change in order for me to get to where I am today. So, the first unhealthy habit that I had to kick to the curb was to stop relying on the scale. So, I had to transition from being obsessed with weighing myself to being obsessed with taking progress photos. And honestly, once I did that, it was just so much easier for me to keep going and push myself to just do better than I did yesterday based off my progress photos. I started to realize that I was becoming kind of obsessed with checking my weights. And I know that it started with me setting unrealistic goals in the beginning of my fitness journey. When I first started my fitness journey, I knew that I wanted to lose at least 15 pounds, and I thought that I was going to do that like within a couple months. And that was definitely that was definitely not the case. And every time I weighed myself, I was definitely very discouraged, and wasn't I wasn't like happy with my results. I was really just at awe. It was really discouraging to not see, that number drop like I wanted it to, especially because I was trying really hard every single day. Like every single day I tried to eat my meal prep food, drink my apple cider vinegar, drink only water, and work out, and I was trying really hard to do all, and I didn't see that I was losing 2 pounds a week, and I didn't see that I was losing, I wasn't anywhere close to 15 pounds in 1 month. That was just so discouraging to me. So I'm so happy that I transitioned over to taking progress photos, because that helped me so much. And just like looking at my photos and comparing them like every single week was huge for me. And guys, I was so proud of that. Like I was showing everybody my progress photos. I was showing it to all my friends, I was showing it to my family, I was showing it to people at work. Like I'm like, guys, look at all the progress I've made. Like it was just so nice. And it was nice to have that on my phone, because anytime that I had like a weak moment, or I wanted to eat something I probably shouldn't have, or drink something I shouldn't have, I would look at my progress photos and I would just be like, nah, like I'm doing so good, I look so good, I don't need this. So I definitely recommend that you transition from the scale to taking progress photos, because it just makes a huge difference in like your whole attitude when it comes to your weight loss journey. The second unhealthy habit that I had to break was to stop drinking my calories, and this is specifically about alcohol. I am so used to, or I was so used to, drinking almost every single day. I always like to end my day with a cup of wine, and every weekend I was just used to drinking with my friends, or like drinking and chilling at home by myself. And it was actually a lot harder for me to stop drinking than I thought it was going to be, because I was just so used to it. And there were days that I would have really stressful days at work, and I just wanted to come home and just drink a huge cup of wine to really like help me chill out. And I was just so used to that. I was so used to doing that all the time. But I realized that a lot of my weight gain came from drinking alcohol. So I really had to change that in my routine, and I had to just stop drinking my calories and just make better decisions when it came to what I was putting in my body. The third unhealthy habit that I quit was I stopped eating out as much. So I did this, and this one was actually a lot easier for me than I thought, because I was already used to meal prepping. Like I've been prepping for a couple years now, like on and off. So I was already used to the, to meal prep. I was already used to meal prepping. I was already used to eating, my meal prep food. So that was a little bit easier for me. But it was on the weekends that I had to really make some adjustments. So instead of going out to eat with my friends, we would have to find an alternative and just eat at home. Or what I would do, which is mainly what I did, is if I did make plans with my friends or my family, I would make sure to hang out after my dinner. So I already had my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner, and I, ate at home. I didn't spend no money on eating out, and I would just like make my plans after I was done eating. Or if I went out and met with a friend after lunch, I would make sure that I would come home in time to eat dinner at home. So not only did this help me lose weight, but this also helped me save a lot of money when it came to food. So I definitely recommend that. The fourth unhealthy habit that I quit to get fit was I stopped sleeping on my sleeping. And like, I cannot stress this enough, how important it is to actually get good sleep at night. It's just, it makes a huge difference in like how you're going to be the next day. And I think that sometimes life can just be so crazy and we don't even think about these things, but if you actually take the time to be conscious and aware of how many hours you're going to be sleeping that night, you sleep better, you wake up in a better mood, like you have a better attitude, and you are more likely to just make better decisions that day. Every single time that I go to sleep late and then I just wake up and I know that I didn't have enough sleep, like 9 times out of 10, I'm fucking up. Like, all jokes aside, like, I either don't want to eat my meal prep food, or I want to go get a Red Bull, or I want to go get some coffee, and I just like, that's not part of my meal plan. Like, I'm also just like spending unnecessary money on those things, but then I'm also drinking unnecessary calories. There I go, drinking my calories, and I'm not making good healthy decisions. And every single time, it never fails. Every time that I don't get enough sleep, I'm cranky, I'm tired, so I want to go get an energy drink, and then I don't have the energy to work out. I don't want to work out after work, but like, you just have to push yourself, and you're not gonna have the self-discipline to like actually push yourself to do those things if you're lacking sleep and you're tired. So I definitely had to just be more self-conscious of when I was going to sleep and when I was turning, stop being on my phone so I can focus on actually resting and relaxing and recovering my body from even my workouts. And the fifth and final unhealthy habit that I quit to get fit was I stopped being so hard on myself. And I honestly love to share this tip because it's so crazy to me how sometimes we can just be so hard on ourselves, and so like, we need to be and practice to be more kind to ourselves. Every single time that I have a moment and I slip up and I go and I, eat something I'm not supposed to, or drink something I'm not supposed to, I'm like, oh fuck, like, well, here I go, I already messed up, so I might as well try again next week. And I really had to change that mentality, because I really thought that if I messed up on a Tuesday when it was only like the second day out of the week, I had to wait until the following Monday. Like, so now I'm giving myself excuses to just keep messing up and not even try. Like, I'm not even trying to do better for the rest of the week. Like, I really had to change that, because it's just crazy how I would always say that, well, I guess I'll just try again on Monday. And honestly, like, what I did was, if I happened to eat hot Cheetos or something on my lunch break or as one of my snacks during the day, instead of saying, oh, you know what, I already messed up, I'll try again next week, I would just say, and I really had to train myself to do this because it was a lot harder than I thought, that I will just try to do better when it comes to my next meal or my next snack, and I will try again tomorrow. And it's always about just trying to do better each day. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Even every moment, like, I was used to eating every 2 hours, So I knew that I was going to be eating again, and I knew that it was either going to be my snack or my lunch. If I did have a slip up and I ate something that I wasn't supposed to, I wouldn't beat myself up about it. I would enjoy it gracefully because I know that I'm not doing that often, and I would just, you know, eat a healthier snack or my meal prep food the next time. I wouldn't be hard on myself. I really had to change that and just be kinder to myself, be more compassionate with myself, and understanding that I'm human. I'm gonna make mistakes. Some days I'm gonna work out, and some days I'm not gonna work out, and some days I'm gonna stick to my meal plan, and some days I'm not. But at the end of the day, it's okay. So if there's anything that I recommend that you do, I definitely recommend that you just cut off the negative thoughts when it comes to just being kinder to yourself. So that is it, guys. Those are the 5 unhealthy habits that I quit to get fit. And like I said, these tips have definitely helped me stay on track, and they really do help me with my day-to-day just routine and my progress. Like, I can't stress enough, just try to do better every single day. Like I said, I didn't learn these things overnight. I definitely had to put a lot of effort every single day to get to where I wanted to be. There's a lot of things that I want to work on, you know, not just in the fitness world and like my goals when it comes to my weight or the way that I look, but also like some real work within like myself and just like being a better person, just doing better like at work, and like being a better parent and a better friend, a better daughter, like better sister. There's so many things that I'm constantly working on, and I really just encourage you to just think of any unhealthy habits that you currently have, and anything that you can tweak and change so you are just, you know, in a better place to get you to where you want to be. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already, and I will see you next Friday. Peace.